it's Chad from Stick's blog. I'm Stick, and today I want to talk a little bit more in depth about the Aquamirror Frontier Pro water filter. Now, just a few days ago I posted a video on my blog called Just Another Water System, in which I went over some of the stuff that I took with me on a recent trip and used, and it was a new water system for me. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of details as far as why and all that stuff, because I covered most of the stuff in the post, or in that post, but one of the readers, John, he was kind of disappointed because he wanted to see the Frontier Pro in action. So what I wanted to do in this little video, I just kind of wanted to, first off, I do want to talk a little bit more about the Frontier Pro, but I'm also going to hook it up to my platypus, and I'm going to do a video. I'm going to show in the video pouring water through it. So first off, I just want to talk about the Frontier Pro. The Frontier Pro can be used in a couple of different ways. First off, the Frontier Pro will screw onto a 28mm cap, which is going to be most of your typical soda drink cap, stuff like that. It won't fit on a 32-ounce Gatorade bottle, obviously, but the threads on the inside of this, on the inside of the filter, will actually fit onto most of your typical water bottles, such as that, like there. But now there are different ways that you can use this. A lot of people like to use this water filter as a gravity filter. And basically what they do is, my bottle's not wanting to stand up here, my platypus. Gotta get with it here. Anyway, that's one thing about those. It's gonna fall over. I'll just lay down. Anyway, a lot of people like to use these as gravity filters, and the way that you would do that, first off, if you'll notice on the top here, this is a bite block. This is one way that you can use it. You can screw it on, like I showed you, onto a just regular bottle and bite on that and suck through it. You can do it like that. I don't really like to do that. What I do is just pull that end off, and then I use just the little plastic sleeve that's in there. You can't take that off, that's part of it there. But what I do is when I put it on the top of the platypus, I just let the water filter through there into my Nalgene. But anyway, I just kind of want to show you a few other things. It comes with a couple of attachments, and it comes with these little pre-filters. What I found out though is these pre-filters, I can't put them in there. They'll actually just fall. I'll get that one later. They'll actually fall inside the platypus, so you can't really put it in there. But it does come with some, and they will fit inside the little fittings that you can see. I don't know how well you can see that. But now you can screw this onto the bottom here, and then that provides a nipple on both ends. So what you could do is, you would take a dirty bag, this is where the water goes in, take a hose from, whatever, and you put it on that nipple, and then you would hook up another hose right here, and it would go to your other bag. Or you could simply hook it up to it and use this and point it to where you want it to, if you wanted to save a little bit of weight doing it like that. It's just not as convenient. But anyway, that's one way that you can use that. And then also, if you have one of the hoses or a filter or something with, or not a filter, but if you have one of the bladders or something with an adapter on it, they also send a little piece you can screw in the bottom of it, and it's got an adapter on it, so you can just quick connect, and of course there's a filter in there. So anyway, real quick, that's just a few things I wanted to show you about the filter. The way I use it, like I say, is I don't use anything. It's just the filter by itself. There's no connection on the bottom, and there's nothing on the top. I just screw this straight down, and then I turn the platypus over, and I'll hold it. A little extra effort on my part, but it saves just a little bit of weight also. So anyway, I'm going to readjust the camera real quick down to where you can see the Nalgene and stuff, and I'm going to hook this up and I'm going to show you. Just give me a second. Okay, as you can see, I've got the Frontier Pro. I've got it screwed onto the top of the Platy, and I'm fixing to just turn it over and dump it in there, and you should be able to get a pretty good visual at kind of how fast the flow rate is. Now I will say a few things. I will say that first off, this is water out of the tap, so it's going to be cleaner than the water I get out of the streams, although I really am not too disappointed in the flow rate from the water that I got out of the streams, and there was some sand and silt and stuff in it. But anyway, I just kind of want to do this just for presentation. Now the Frontier Pro, like I say, I've used it probably about 6 or 7 times now. I've probably filtered about, I don't know, at least 7 liters of water through it so far. So it's got a little bit of use to it. So I'll go ahead and show you. And another thing I want to point out too is I found that just by screwing this on, You want to make sure you get it real tight, because every once in a while I've got this thing upside down, water still will come through occasionally and leak around this fitting. So anyway, so I've got that up. I don't know how well you can see this. I don't know if you can see that, how well you can. I'm looking at my watch here. Or you could probably even stop it on the YouTube, and I'm going to let it go all the way up to the 32 ounce mark. It was right on the 12, the second hand on mine. See, so far it's been 25 seconds and it's got about 300 milliliters. So you can see what I mean. It's not the fastest, but I mean, it is going. I don't mind using a little bit of effort on my part to save a little bit of weight. So right now it's 45 seconds and it's only at 500 milliliters. So this may actually take a little more than a minute. Okay, it's been a minute and it's almost to 700 milliliters. A minute, 10 seconds. And also too, it does seem like the less amount of water that's behind the filter, as in the platypus, the slower it gets. So right now that's about 32 and it's about a minute and 27 seconds. So, go ahead. So, you can see how much water I got left in the bottom of the Platy. And then actually, I don't know how well you can see, but it's a little bit over 32 ounces. So about a minute, 25 seconds, minute and 30 seconds is what it took. So I don't find that too bad. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to do that little video, just kind of show everybody. If you have any more questions, like I said, just post them at the bottom of the page, and I'll do my best to get back to you and answer them. Till then, I appreciate you watching, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.